What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
The first country we have to look at is the USA. The USA hands out many death sentences per year, but surprisingly, it's not even in the top 10. Around 20 people are sentenced to death row every year in the USA. In many states, death row is illegal, and some states don't practice it despite never actually outlawing it. But these 11 states do actively carry out death sentences. Inmates will get these sentences for various crimes, most commonly homicide-related crimes, but also espionage, treason, as well as extreme cases of narcotics trafficking. USA death penalty methods vary state by state, but there are 5 methods used in the USA. These are lethal injection, electric chair, firing squad, gas chamber, and gas asphyxiation. But what actually happens to an inmate on death row in the USA? 24 hours before they will be taken from their cells and moved to what is cheerfully known as the death house. As they enter the death house, this will be the last time the inmate will ever be outside. They will then be given a full body search and given new clothing. They will then be taken to their new and last cell, known as the Death Watch cell. There, the inmate will spend their final night. Some inmates choose to sleep, but others can't, knowing what's coming. At the 15-hour mark, they will be woken up. They will then shower and be given a regular prison breakfast. At the 14-hour mark, they will be allowed to see their friends and family for one last time. They will also get 45 minutes to make any final phone calls. At the 12-hour mark, all visitations will be cut off. The inmate will then be given a regular prison lunch, and are then allowed to see a priest or imam. Inmates carry many regrets and secrets, and this gives them one last chance to confess and have a clear mind. At the 8-hour mark, the inmate will be allowed to see their last sunset. The inmate will then be allowed to write letters for 1 hour, writing their final goodbyes to friends and family. At the 6-hour mark, the inmate will order their last meal. Despite what many think, they can't order whatever they want, instead having to stick to a $30 budget, which with today's prices isn't that much. If the inmates are being executed with an electric chair, they will then have their head shaved. This is to prevent their hair catching on fire. The inmate will then take their last ever shower, and then eat their last meal. At the 3-hour mark, witnesses arrive. These are the people who are going to watch the execution happen. They're normally relatives of the victim, but sometimes the inmate's family comes too. At the 1-hour mark, the inmate will be walked to what's known as the death chamber, escorted by a team of 5 guards.
So they need witnesses. Why? They need people to come and watch this happen. All you need is a camera, somebody that's recording, and somebody that's supposed to be documenting everything, like they do in court. The lady who could be sitting there and listen to everybody talking, she can type it up as fast as heck. Like, why they just don't have that? Why they need 12 people to come see this? What type of show they got going on now?
Don't want to do it. Don't want to ever be in that type of position to do it.
Oh my God!
First of all, it's the whole day having a schedule for me. Like, you know how, we say you don't know the time of the hour. I don't want to know the time of the hour.
What you be? Cause
talk about your last meal of the day, your last sunset of the day. I don't want to do all that. But first of all, let me take myself out of that. Words have power. No. Just let the day go how it go. Don't put me on no time schedule. Let me sleep.
And none of these executions sounds peaceful. None of them.
Shave your head. I know. They shaving their head knowing what's about to happen. Oh my God.
It's them eating knowing what's about to happen.
And of course I know the people has done bad things, but there are some people who got executed who was very innocent.
Yeah, innocent people, and they got people that need to be thrown under the jail.
Under.
So it's like, yeah.
Lift the jail up, put them under.
Drop the jail about 50 times. We're bad. That's bad. People do bad stuff though.
They do.
Undeserving things to people that they don't even deserve, bro. Like, people do really bad stuff, and then they got people that's really innocent who's being accused by wicked people. We are in a crazy world. Here we are.
In a system.
Here we are.
A system that allows it to happen. Like, what you mean? I'm getting free for this and I ain't doing it.
Everybody got a different system.
Yeah.
They say they got so many different. It's the U.S. They have 5 different death penalties.
Just in the United States.
Let's see what I want to see what everybody else got going on.
Inmate will then be strapped to a chair or bed. At the 12-minute mark, the witnesses will be moved into the watching room. The curtains will then be undrawn. The window is one way, meaning the inmate never sees the people watching him. At the 10-minute mark, the inmate gets to say their last words. The inmate will then get one final visit from a priest or imam if they wish, and after that, the execution will take place. There are currently 2,500 people on death row in the United States. It often takes decades for these executions to be carried out, because inmates are entitled to many appeals. But it wasn't always like this. The USA once executed a 14-year-old boy. George Steiny was accused of taking 2 girls' lives. He was too small to sit on the electric chair, so had to sit on top of a Bible. But since 2005, you now need to be over 18 to be given a death sentence in the USA. America's death row may sound harsh, but I can assure you, it's nothing compared to Saudi Arabia's. Every year, Saudi Arabia ends many people's lives, with an average of over 185 executions every year. In Saudi Arabia, people get death sentences for minor crimes, including burglary, treason, espionage, and narcotics. But you can also be given a death sentence for leaving Islam, as well as cheating on your wife or husband, or having a same-gender relationship. You can even be given a death sentence for witchcraft. Saudi Arabia has 3 execution methods, and they're all wild. The first is firing squad. The second is stoning. This is where someone is buried up to their head in sand. Stones are then thrown at them until they lose their life. And the most common method is beheading. This is done using a scimitar, a large curved sword. Afterwards, bodies are often put on public display to scare everyone else into not committing the same crime. Unlike in the USA, Saudi Arabia dish out executions very fast. But while they wait, they're normally kept in this prison, named...
Okay. Saudi Arabia right now, they're the worst.
Baby, they say you got caught at 8 o'clock this morning. By 12 o'clock, you're gone.
Stealing, marriage, adultery,
wanting to
drugs,
choose another religion,
wanting to leave the religion. Oh my God! Jeez. Boy, when it says up there, stuck there,
baby, they ain't playing.
Al Hayr prison. Inmates are often kept in isolation cells and are subjected to physical and psychological hell. Inmates are often not allowed to contact their families. Executions normally happen within the same year someone is sentenced to death row. Another country with a surprisingly nasty death row is Japan. Aside from the USA, Japan is the only democratic country that still has death row, with an average of 5 executions per year. There are only 3 crimes you can commit to get the death penalty. Homicide, treason, and crimes against the state. Normally you need to enter a country that still has death row, with an average of 5 executions per year. There are only 3 crimes you can commit to get the death penalty. Homicide, treason, and crimes against the state.
So Japan ain't about to do all that scamming tech stuff against their own people.
They're not about to be making no reaction videos about Japan either.
No, at all.
People ain't playing
at all.
I love Japan.
Normally, you need to end multiple lives to be sentenced to death row. In most countries, inmates on death row are told when they're going to lose their lives far in advance, but not in Japan. Instead, inmates are only told 1 or 2 hours before the execution, meaning that they have no idea when will be their last day on Earth. It could be years from now, or it could be in 2 hours. This sometimes makes inmates go insane. To make matters worse, the inmate's family is only told after they've been executed, meaning that they have no chance to say goodbye. While the inmates are on death row, they're kept in very strict prisons, said to be the strictest in the world. They're told exactly how to sit in their cells. They have to always look down at the floor and can never look up. They're also not allowed to speak unless spoken to, and they have to work for over 13 hours per day. But a country with an even worse death row is China.
Okay. The unexpected death call will probably have anybody throwing up on the spot.
Right, like today could be the day.
Only 3 different crimes can make you get a death penalty. So all these guys in here potentially have one of those crimes. Yep. That's crazy. And then they cell could just open up at whatever time of the day. And
whatever time the people feel like it.
Did they say what type of death penalties they actually perform? I don't think they said
No,
it.
they didn't say that.
They didn't say it, y'all.
They didn't say that yet.
They was pouring some white liquor.
Right. I saw
clear.
it.
Look like that clear, that sky.
I saw it. They say you got to sit up.
Saudi Arabia, y'all took the cake. Y'all still on top.
They still
executes the most people per year, averaging at over 1,000 executions every year. In China, you can be given the death penalty for many crimes, including serious fraud, bombing, flooding, rioting, separatism, rebellion, political dissent, subversion, sneaking people into China, piracy, corruption, aircraft hijacking, espionage, abandoning the military, endangering national security, and many other crimes. In China, no matter how rich or powerful you are, you can be given a death sentence. In 2022, high-up politician Fu Zhuangha was sentenced to death row after taking nearly $17 million in bribes. And in 2014, billionaire businessman Liu Han was also given a death sentence, being executed 1 year later in 2015. These executions are carried out using either a firing squad or lethal injection. While inmates wait for their execution date, they will be in a Chinese prison, which are known for their very harsh conditions. Inmates sometimes have to work for 16 hours per day. They will also have their heads shaved and have to look down at the ground at all times. But a country with even worse death row conditions is Somalia. Somalia is known as one of the most dangerous countries in the world. It is the only African country that carries out public executions. These are done either by hanging, firing squad, or stoning. Somalia executes an average of 13 people per year. These sentences are given out for homicide, treason, espionage, and abandoning the military. But you can also get a death sentence for leaving Islam, blasphemy, cheating on your husband or wife, and having a same-gender relationship. While inmates await their execution date, they will be kept in one of Somalia's worst jails, which are known to be very overcrowded and dirty. Death row inmates are normally sent to Mandera prison, said to be Somalia's worst prison. But some would say death row in Belarus is even worse. Belarus is the only country in Europe to still use capital punishment. You can be sent to death row for crimes such as treason, sabotage, and conspiracy to seize power. This is because Belarus is Europe's last dictatorship. While inmates wait for their execution, they will be sent to Belarus's worst prison, which is famous for housing political prisoners. Belarus executes an average of 2 people per year. But a country known for executing far more people is Indonesia. In 2005, Indonesia hit the headlines. This was after 9 Australians were arrested. They were attempting to smuggle narcotics. 6 of them were sentenced to life in prison, but 2 were sent to death row, and in 2015 were executed by firing squad. This caused massive outrage, but many executions still take place in Indonesia, normally for narcotics and piracy. Another country with a surprisingly harsh death row is India. In India, you can be sent to death row for homicide, narcotics, aircraft hijacking, espionage, kidnapping, abandoning the military, and even partaking in human sacrifice. In 2023, India gave out 120 death sentences. These are always done by either hanging or firing squad.
Oh, I agree with that.
You remember that video we watched?
Man, yeah, I remember that video. I don't know why
the cannibal?
Yeah, I don't know what they was thinking going on that island. You gotta be out here. There's some documents that don't need to be documented.
Right. Some people don't want to stop touching. Stop talking to the people who don't want to talk, baby. That man was about to be lunch.
He was talking in his language too. Ain't nothing on Saudi Arabia yet though. Nothing.
Death row inmates are kept in awful prisons. Indian prisons are famous for overcrowding, having over 25 million backlogged cases. The cells are very crowded, dark and dirty, and inmates are only told their execution date a few days before it happens. But one country you won't be surprised has a terrible death row is North Korea. In North Korea, just about anything can land you on death row. This includes plots against the nation, working with enemy countries, circulating harmful information, political dissidents, visiting foreign websites, watching foreign movies or TV.
We're gonna go 10 off the wrist. Them boys get unalive for working with the ops.
Maybe they get unalive from visiting a website.
Oh, they say that too?
That's what they said.
I must have
visiting a website.
But anything that has to do with the ops.
Child visited the website.
You gotta like mind your business in these countries, because growing up there's like
it make you not want to travel.
It makes you not want to travel. Because what happens if you... Okay, so I heard this before, like in Dubai. There's certain things you can't do because you can get jail time for it. But they don't stretch the part about death row.
Y'all, let me tell y'all something. This was so scary. All right, so my stress levels was really high before we went abroad, and I had some ashwagandha, and it like really was helping with my mood and calming me down, and peace, love, and hair grease.
And hair grease.
Yes, and hair grease. And so I had it in my carry-on, and I didn't realize that I had it in my carry-on until we made it to South Africa.
Ooh.
And I was like, what if this was banned in one of the countries that we traveled through?
Yeah.
I can't go to jail.
You wasn't going to no jail. You wasn't going to jail. I would have ate it. What gummies?
They talking about...
What you talking about?
They talking about in Japan they be going crazy because they don't know when their day is gonna come. Child, it would have been me.
We'd have to get you out of there. You wouldn't have been no good.
Yes, there's power.
Yeah,
I can't even say it. But words have power, baby. Sierra don't belong in there. No.
Anything can land you on death row. This includes plots against the nation, working with enemy countries, circulating harmful information, political dissidents, visiting foreign websites, watching foreign movies or TV shows, listening to foreign radio, inappropriate words, making international phone calls, watching adult material, and returning to North Korea after defecting. Many high-up North Korean officials have been given a death sentence, including Kim Jong-un's own uncle. The methods used are firing squad, hanging, beheading, and even being shot with a missile. Some of these executions are done in public. In 2022, a 22-year-old man was publicly executed for listening to K-pop. While North Korean inmates are on death row, they are sent to a labor camp. This is where they have to do back-breaking work for sometimes 20 hours per day. Many lose their lives in these camps, but if they survive, they will later be executed by the guards. And to make matters worse, their entire family will be sent to the camps as well. This is to ensure no one ever tries to take power from Kim Jong-un. North Korea executes an average of 100.
Lil Ryan and MQ gotta all go up there too because of old boy.
Because he went and tried to get on Google?
Because he was listening to K-pop?
Because he cursed? The whole family?
The whole family going down. Boss, we want to just go execute the whole tree. Put it from the root.
Now, I knew they was different in North Korea. I knew that. But dang.
Okay, because they will execute the entire family. Did I hear that right?
The whole family got to go to the concentration camp.
Everybody got to go to the camp now because of that one guy.
Child.
I don't know. That might kind of take the cake from Saudi Arabia, baby. That might kind of take
because if I was them, baby, I wasn't getting in no relationship. I wasn't having no children. Baby, nobody about the... Matter of fact, I ain't have no parents. I ain't got no siblings. Baby, I'm a loner. If somebody do something wrong, I gotta go with it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
That's
what we're doing. How many we got? Okay.
50 people per year. Another country famous for its death row is Egypt. Egypt executes an average of 30 people per year. This is done by either firing squad or hanging. While they wait for their last day, people on death row in Egypt are sent to very bad prisons, known for overcrowding and harsh conditions. Another country with a famously bad death row is the United Arab Emirates. This surprises many people as it's a popular tourist destination. But beyond the glitz and glamour of Dubai are some truly awful prisons. This is where death row inmates are kept. You can be given a death sentence for various crimes, including the disposal of nuclear waste and leaving Islam. Executions are carried out by firing squad. Which of these death rows do you think was the worst? Let me know in the comments down below.
We're gonna say right at all of them, man.
This should be played in schools. This should be played.
I'm saying, like, because kids, man, we choose the actions, but we don't choose how to be, how we receive discipline. So when we do things and we don't think that there's a big, harsh responsibility afterwards, so it's not like, it's no remorse. We don't really think twice about it. But if they're educated, because education is key, you know what I'm saying? Some probably still won't care.
This got my blood pressure high.
No. Yeah.
Child,
It was the knife though. Them boys behead people.
Yeah,
That's the one I'm like, y'all going crazy.
Them in North Korea.
Yeah.
Them in North Korea.
And I don't know why they say people be going crazy, because how you gonna tell me an hour after I just got booked that it's time for me to say goodbye? Okay.
First of all, follow the law wherever you are. I hope that this video has detoured some people who was about to do something wrong. Cause baby.
Hallelujah.
Alright, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.